Welcome to Jesus Coming Soon morning program. Do you believe in miracles? So listen to this topic here. Very interesting. Truly a miracle. A Russian girl, 3 years old, survives 11 days and nights lost in Siberian wolf and bear infested wilderness. Can you believe it? A little girl passed 11 days and nights lost in a nice forest with wolves, bears, and nothing happened to her. Listen to this news here. A 3-year-old girl has survived 11 days and nights on her own in the Siberian taiga, which is infested with wild bears and wolves. Karina Chikitova was saved by her puppy. She was saved by her puppy, who kept her warm for more than a week before leaving her to return home to summon help. Can you imagine it? The dog kept her warm and then he came back to her house and asked for help to help the little girl. The girl survived eating wild berries and drinking river water in territory roamed by bears and wolves, according to the Siberian Times. Rescuers searching for her confronted a bear, highlighting the extraordinary danger she faced, it said. Yet the worst she suffered was mosquito bites and scratches to her feet. Karina wandered away from her home in a remote village, accompanied by her puppy, whose name has not been revealed despite its heroism. The small girl made herself beds in the long grasses, which are common in the summer in the southwest of the Sakha Republic, Russia's largest region. However, the tall grasses made it impossible for search helicopters and drones to spot Karina, who wore only a red underskirt and purple stockings when she was found. Sakha is also Siberia's coldest region. Can you imagine it? In winter, but at this time of year, the nighttime temperatures were slightly above zero, around 6 grades. Karina's mother, who has not yet been named, believed her daughter. Now listen to this, what her mother thought she... Listen to it here. Karina's mother, who has not been named, believed her daughter had accompanied her father Rodion when he left on a trip on July 27 to his distant native village. In fact, the father did not realize his daughter had followed him with her puppy and she became lost in the taiga. Experts say her chances of survival for such a long period were minimal. 4 days after Karina had gone, her mother finally got hold on her husband and realized that her daughter was lost and a massive search was launched. Initially, Karina's family and the rescue teams were distraught when the dog, which has not been named despite its heroic role, returned to the girls' village of Olon in Olyo-Khmelnytsky district some 9 days after Karina had been missing. What a shock they had. In fact, the animal's instinct to seek help was vital to saving Karina. What a good dog! 2 days before we found Karina, her puppy came back home, said Afanasy Nikolaev, a spokesman for the Sakha Republic Rescue Service. That was the moment when our hearts sank, because we thought at least with her dog Karina had chances to survive. Not in Yakutia, are cold and some areas have already gone into minus temperatures. If she was to hug her puppy, we thought this would have given her a chance to stay warm during nights and survive. So when her dog came back, we thought that even if she was alive and chances were slim, now she would have definitely have lost all hopes. Our hearts truly and deeply sank. Imagine how they were really sad at this moment here. However, the dog guided the rescuers to the stranded girl. It was Karina's pup that helped the adults find the girl, and said a report at NTV News. When it came back home 2 days ago, her family had lost hope, thinking this definitely meant Karina had no chance to be alive. But then it was the puppy that showed rescuers the way to Karina, and in the morning she was found. What a happy day! The television report said Karina was conscious and looked surprisingly well. She was given food and drinks, and then with her mother, she was first sent to the district hospital and then to Yakutsk, the regional capital. She doesn't want to speak about the time she spent in Tiger, or not yet. The only thing she said, she was eating berries and drank water from rivers. Nikolaev said the rescuers, guided by the dog, spotted traces of her bare feet, and this helped them find her. We began search, thinking that if she had lost her shoes, she would try to stay away from the deep forest, because there are a lot of sharp sticks there, he said. Suddenly, with the dog's help, we saw Karina sitting in the grass, he said. We rushed to her, got a little tea, and grabbed her to run back to the car and doctors. Nikolaev said, I carried Karina myself to the car, and she was light as a bird. She weighed hardly 10 kilograms, but amazingly, she was fully conscious. Ekaterina Andreeva, a psychologist with the rescue team, said, we can say that the girl's mind was not hurt. She is talking, she reacts normally to everything around her. She recalls what happened to her. Amazingly, she suffered no major physical injury, though she has scratches on her feet. She had been badly bitten by mosquitoes and other insects. The tiger is home to Russia's largest populations of brown bear. Now listen to the dangers she passed here. The tiger is home to Russia's largest populations of brown bear, moose, wolf, red fox, and red deer. It's one of the most extensive natural forests left in the world. It really was a miracle. So this is a good news when a little girl was saved by her puppy, and here we see the hand of God over this child, because that region is really crowded with bears, red foxes, and wolves, and they didn't see her, they didn't smell her, and she survived. It's really a miracle. Nowadays, that's the kind of miracle we are seeing everywhere. So this is a good news for you, and God bless you too much.